As you know, we have already seen how image analysis works using LangChain and OpenAI multimodal models. We built a basic image analyzer where an image was uploaded and analyzed by the model that you can see over here. I have uploaded this image of freeze and you can see the answer from our LLM. Now we are going to extend this same structure for a very practical and real world use cases. Here first we are going to build an Aadhaar card verification application. Instead of stopping at Aadhaar card verification, we will take the same pipeline forward and apply it to other meaningful use cases like image-based fault detection, code generation from image, and nutrition analysis from food image. The objective is to show that by changing only the prompt and the inputs, the same code can be used to solve completely different problems. So let's get started. Let's build our first application, Aadhaar card verification application, and let's discuss the flow of the application that you can see on the screen. The user can upload an image of an Aadhaar card. The user enters basic details that need to be verified. First, the model visually inspects the Aadhaar card, which is uploaded by the user. Then it extracts the required information from the image. The extracted information is compared with the user input. Finally, the system generates a clear verification summary that you can see here. So let's build this application first, Aadhaar card verification application. Then we'll move to our next use cases. Let's jump to VS Code. As you can see, I'm using exactly the same code that we wrote for image analysis application. I have changed few statements. So let's get started. Here we are importing the required libraries. Chat OpenAI is used to connect our application to a multimodal language model. Chat prompt template helps us structure prompts that include both text and image. Base 64 is used to encode the uploaded image. .env is used to load environment variables securely. And Streamlit is used to create a simple web interface. Here we are loading our environment variables. Here we are defining the image encoding function. So the other image uploaded by the user is converted into base 64 format. This step is required because the language model cannot directly read image files. That's why here we are using this encoding base 64. Here we are initializing the multimodal model GPT-4o because this model can understand text and image both. So this capability makes visual Aadhaar card verification possible. Here we are creating title for our web application. Now here we are taking inputs from the user. Image, name, date of birth, and Aadhaar number. Now here we are checking if all inputs are available. So the verification process starts only when all inputs are present. This avoids incomplete or invalid verification request. And here we are calling this encode_image function, this function. So here the uploaded Aadhaar image is converted into base 64 format. So it can be sent to the model. Now here is the core logic. Here we are defining the prompt that you can see using chat prompt template class. You can see the system message and user message, system message to verify Aadhaar cards visually and compare them with user input. And you can see human or user message. Human message includes user entered details that you can see, user details, name, date of birth, and Aadhaar number that we are taking from here. And also here we define different tasks that guide the model step by step. You can see check if image is Aadhaar, extract visible name, date of birth, and Aadhaar number. Compare with user input, view match, status, and final summary. And note visual verification only. So it is clearly mentioned that this is visual verification, not UI BAI authentication, right? So this prompt controls the entire behavior of the application. And here we are taking image of an Aadhaar card from the user. Here we are creating the LangChain pipeline and invoking it. That you can see, this is our pipeline. And here we are invoking the pipeline with the user inputs: name, date of birth, Aadhaar number, and image of an Aadhaar card. And this is our final step. So the final Aadhaar verification summary generated by the model is displayed on the screen, means on our web application. This is our flow. Let's run it. This is web application created by Streamlit. So we have to run like this. You can see title, Aadhaar card verification. And here you can see, let's upload this Aadhaar card. Enter name, date of birth, and Aadhaar number. Let's press enter. You can see our app is running. And for your information, I have used this Aadhaar card that I have generated from ChatGPT just for teaching learning purpose. Great. You can see the image is of an Aadhaar card and extracted details. You can see comparison with user input. Name matches, date of birth matches, Aadhaar number matches, and match status and summary. Great. That you can see, right? Can compare with this, right? You can compare this detail with our Aadhaar card. That you can see. Done. Now let's refresh this page. So now let's check what will happen when someone upload an image other than the Aadhaar card. So let's browse files and let's upload this image of some circuit. Again, I am providing same detail. Let's press enter. Great. You can see response from our multimodal model. The image provided is not an Aadhaar card. Great. You can see an image of electronic circuit board. Great. You can see. And this is our final summary. No match possible as the image is not an Aadhaar card. You can see our application is working perfectly. Now let's move on and let's discuss our first use case. So this is our case study 1, image-based fault detection. I'm using exactly the same code that we have used for Aadhaar card verification application. Imports are exactly the same as the Aadhaar verification application. There is no change here because we are still using LangChain, a multimodal model, base64 encoding, and Streamlit for UI. Again, we are loading our environment variables, our image encoding function. Here we are initializing multimodal model GPT-4o. This is our application title, fault detection from image. Here user can upload an image in PNG, JPG, and JPEG format. And you can see the image upload mechanism is the same, but the meaning of the image is different. Another user input. User required to give equipment or device name. This tells the model what kind of system it is inspecting, right? And here again user input, expected state. So here the user tells the system how the machine is supposed to behave. This helps the model compare expected versus actual condition. That you can see normal, running, idle, and unknown. Another user input, which is optional, observed issue. Here the user provides context about machine behavior. Here input validation, run only when required inputs are present. If image is present and equipment name is present, other inputs are optional. So look at here, we only ensure that an image is uploaded and equipment name is provided. As simple as that. Again, we are calling our encoding function. So the uploaded image will be converted into base64 format. Again, our prompt, the most important change. You can see the structure of the prompt is the same, but what we are telling the model to do is completely different. That you can see system message and human or user message. Here we are passing you are a technical inspection assistant specialized in visual fault detection. And you can see human message, text message, and taking image of a machine or a device from the user. So here user provided information. We are taking this from the user, right? That we are passing here equipment or device name, expected operating condition, and observed issue if any. And here I have listed task. Identify what machine, device or system is visible in the image. Detect any visible fault, damage or abnormal condition. Compare the visual condition with the expected operating condition. Classify fault severity as low, medium or high. Suggest the next inspection step or corrective action. Note that this analysis is based on visual inspection of the image. And again, I am telling here we are taking image from the user. And this is our LangChain pipeline. Again, we are passing prompt to our model and invoking the chain with user inputs and displaying result on our web application. As simple as that. Now let's open new terminal and let's run with this command streamlit run case1.py. Now let's upload an image of this particular circuit. Here we have to give device name, power supply circuit board, and expected operating condition, normal, running, idle or unknown. Let's select normal, and here we are giving observed issue, which is optional. Device shuts down after 30-40 minutes of operation. Let's press enter and you can see fault analysis result. Great, you can see, and fault severity classification is high because we have used this circuit that you can see, right? That's why you can see fault severity classification is high. And you can see suggested next inspection step or corrective action that you can see here. So now we can say our application is working fine, right? For fault detection from image. Let's move on. Let's discuss our next case study. So you can see this is our case study to code generator from image. Again, here I am using exactly the same code that we have been using since long. Here I have imported required libraries, loading environment variables, our image encoding function, initialization of multimodal model, GPT-4o, our web application title, code generator from image. Here we are taking image from the user. Here user can upload UI layout, dashboard or a control panel design. For that wants to generate the code. And here we are taking input from the user, output type. So user can select code type HTML plus CSS plus JavaScript, or they want pseudo code. Here code will run only when image is uploaded. As simple as that. And the most important change, prompt definition. You can see system and human message. In a system message, you can see you are a front-end developer who converts UI images into code. And here you can see human message. Analyze this image and generate code based on it. And here different tasks to be performed. Identify the UI layout and components. Explain the interface logic briefly. Generate output type as per selected by the user. Add clear comments explaining each section. And here some rules. Keep the code clean and readable. Use placeholders where real data is missing. If exact implementation is not possible, generate structured pseudo code. Here again we are taking image from the user. This is our LangChain pipeline. As simple as that, right? Open new terminal. Let's run test_case2.py. You can see by default this one is selected, HTML plus CSS plus JavaScript. Also we can select this pseudocode as well. Let's select this, browse the files, and I'm selecting this. Currently I have used this image. Great, you can see the complete code, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Great, right? You can see our web application is working properly. Code generator from image that you can see. Great output, right? From GPT-4o. Let's move on. Let's discuss our next case study. Now let's discuss our next case study. Nutrition analysis from food image. Again, I'm using exactly the same code as we have been using since long. Imports are exactly the same as earlier case studies. We are still using LangChain a multimodal language model, base64 encoding, and a Streamlit for the interface. There is no change here. Here we are loading environment variables. This line is also unchanged. Our image encoding function exactly the same. This function is reused as it is. Here again we are initializing the same multi-model. No change here. I have changed the application title, nutrition analysis, from food image. Here user can upload an image. You can see the upload logic remains the same, but the meaning of the image is now related to food. Upload food image. Again we are taking input from the user. This input allows the user to specify their diet preference. This helps the system provide more relevant dietary suggestions that you can see: any, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, and vegan. Again here we are taking input from the user. This input tells the system what the user is aiming for in terms of health. You can see balanced diet, weight loss, muscle gain, and low carb. You can see now inputs are related to health and diet goals. Now again input check run only when image is uploaded, and also diet preferences and health goal available from the user. So run only when image is uploaded, diet preference and health goal entered by the user. Again here we are calling our encoding function to convert our image into base64 format. Now the main logic. You can see our system prompt. You are a nutrition assistant who analyzes food images and provides dietary insights. Again human message. Here we are taking image from the user, and you can see text, user preferences, diet preference, health goal that we are taking from the user. Right? From here using select box, and here is the task. Identify the food item or meal from the image. List main ingredients. Estimate nutritional values, calories, protein, carbs, and fats. Assess suitability for the given health goal. Provide simple dietary suggestions. And here the note. Nutrition values are approximate estimates based on visual analysis. And here we are taking image from the user. Same LangChain pipeline that we are invoking with user input and display result on our web application. As simple as that. Let's check. Let's open new terminal. This time case study 3. Upload and image. Vegetarian, and let's keep balanced diet. And great. You can see from GPT-4o. Now you can see our nutrition analysis from food image app is working properly. That you can see. So now you can see we have started with a basic image analyzer and reused the same pipeline for multiple real-world applications such as Aadhaar card verification, fault detection, code generation, and nutrition analysis that you can see, right? The core code remained the same throughout, only the way the image was interpreted changed. This shows how one multimodal AI pipeline can be easily adapted to build different practical applications for your own projects. Hope all of you are clear with this, right? Let's move on.